It has been madness, and I should at this time actually temporarily close it. Okay. There we go. And there we go. I'm just giving Chad a shout out because Chad's been awesome in my queue. And I do know that as a community, we stick together. Yeah, go for it for fluff's sake. Eros love. Yeah, romantic. There you go. Make sure your energy goes in the correct direction. That's what I picked up on. For fluff's sake, do your testing. Because as we all know, some people can always appear different, particularly in early stages. Okay, now Sylvie's been waiting around a long time, and I don't know whether Light Seeker is back. Okay. Make sure your love goes to the proper person. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Light Seeker. How was the metro? It was okay. I feel the same way. We call it the metro here too in Melbourne. And it's like a sardine can on wheels. For fluff's sake, hopefully you can understand. I didn't want to be too personal. So it is convenient, particularly if you're studying, for example. You can get an hour's worth of study in a short time frame. So let's see, here we go. There you are, Light Seeker. And okay, for some reason I'm going to rearrange my cards. Okie dokie. You understand the whole study bit. Yeah. You can do a lot that you can't do at home, that there's always interruptions at home. You can get it done on the train. Okay. I feel you've been overthinking, and it's not you in essence to overthink. You're just going to places to meditate. Okay. I'm glad you're meditating with the overthinking, because I feel it's tied you up in knots. It's made you indecisive. Okay, there we are. I feel this has to do with both work and relationships, or a relationship. Okie dokie. I'm going to turn the cards over in a minute. Just as I cut that, yeah, any relationship, if it's family, but it's unlike you. And I do feel like you've desired to say something or wanted to say something to family, and you've held your tongue or bit your tongue. You've kept it to yourself. And I feel that was an incorrect move, even though society would say it was the correct move. It's turned out to be the incorrect move. We can never win, can we? Unless we're true to ourselves and polite to others. I do feel like there is external protection. It's almost like your guide is going, oh my goodness, what's gone on here? And you're saying the same thing to yourself. No one's helping. I was saying that just yesterday. What's wrong with the world at the moment? I wouldn't necessarily discount your brother at this stage. I get the 10 of Cups in this final first row. I feel there's going to be at least emotional relief coming your way. And I do feel like a corporation may have done the cheating. And I feel, Light Seeker, as if your life has started to pick up and you're having to sacrifice that you've worked hard to get to. Okay. I do get there will be emotional support. Can you understand why your dad and dad's side of the family are mistrusting of your brother? Okay, I've got to lay this row out. Yeah, there we go. I get a feeling as if your dad has almost disowned brother. Won't speak to brother. Ah, there you go. That side of the family. You're suspicious of whether brother had something to do with it. And I feel brother's partner also comes into this equation. Brother's partner comes into this mix. I feel brother's partner is dominating. Okay. You've got the moon and the stars together. So I'm feeling that there's a fear that's holding you in an indecisive pattern. I feel you're sacrificing your own happiness to help Dad. Because I do feel there's an emotional support for you there. Can I ask, is brother Scorpio? Brother November baby? Okay. Aries. I can live with that. They're both Mars energy. I feel there's going April born. That's okay. I feel there is going to be support coming from brother. I feel you've had communications with brother. And I do know I had another reading that was like, brother isn't coming to your aid soon. I feel brother is going to come to your aid. Thank you, Enzo. Keep reaching out to brother. I know at times you try and reach brother and you get brother's partner. Has there been talk of you and your dad emigrating? Okay, I feel your brother and your dad will talk to each other at some point. I do feel you may visit brother, but try and stay out of brother's partner's way. I do feel it is going to be okay. It's like standing on a boat and the waves are rocking the boat. The boat's not taking on water. Yeah. Try with all communications to bypass brother's partner. Go directly to brother. That's okay. But this is something personal for you. And you are right to want to talk to brother instead of sister-in-law. Yeah, directly talk to him. But when it involves your family and it is personal, within my family anyway, we have a saying, in-laws are outlaws when it comes to family matters. In-laws, even if they're ex-in-laws, are entitled to come to Christmas dinner. But when it comes to family matters, family has to communicate themselves, not through their partner. I feel your brother is a brief communicator, though. Your brother, it could take a 2-hour discussion to get your brother to say one important thing. Your brother's not very talkative. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if there's a twin thing. A twin thing. Oh, Light Seeker. Then it's similar month. It's like if there's a decade difference, it's almost exact. Sorry, I just had a camera hiccup. Scorpio Darkness. I've temporarily closed the queue. I'll put the list up for you and you'll see why. But don't go anywhere because half of them could have dropped out. It's taken me a long time to get this far in the queue. And I know you said April before, but I'm getting April 23rd. I'm actually seeing it on a calendar, April 23rd. Look, it's been that long since I started. I may not have kept up. There may have been some drift off. We don't know. April 4th. No, that's not what I got. I got April 23rd. So either you had a discussion on April 23rd with your brother. April 23rd just gone. Okay, you have a think about it in your quiet moments. I'm just giving you what my guide gives me. And I feel like there is... Bless you for sacrificing yourself for family. I do feel brother needs direct requests. Like, your brother does not understand subtle. And this is only a figure of speech, but sometimes you have to hit people over the head with the sledgehammer to get the point across to them that they need to step up and help. So maybe the first point of call is saying, can you fly me out to meet with you? I need to talk with you in person. And I do know it doesn't always translate well. Yeah. I feel like you've sacrificed enough. Someone else needs to step up. There is also an impression I'm getting of someone else being... There's another sibling. There's not just you and your brother. There's another sibling. And that other sibling is causing difficulties. Okay. Try and keep it just you and your brother at this stage. I feel like sister has own issues. Can you understand sister being on pain relief medication? Okay, she didn't share that. I feel that's where sister is. So if sister is helpful, accept the help. I'm not saying don't do it all yourself. That would be exhaustion. You're the youngest. I'm the oldest, and it can happen with the eldest too. So, but I'm lucky. Myself and my brother, 10 years my junior, we communicate frequently. But that's what I have for you, Light Seeker. I feel you and your brother need to meet face to face. And I don't know if where you are there's a similar saying. We have a saying here in Australia, too many cooks spoil the broth. When there are too many people involved, confusion happens. Okay. Now, I need to put up the list because I need to see. Okay. You're welcome. And Light Seeker, I do hope that this situation can be resolved without too much pressure on family, because I feel this has impacted Dad a lot. It's like Dad has aged 10 years because of the stress. Sylvie, you're up next. And I do know Sylvie is still in the viewers. But I do have to boost Blue Moss Dragonette. And I don't know whether Blue Moss is still... Yes, Blue Moss Dragonette's still there. Yeah. Family, we love them and we hurt for them, but we can't do them. I'm not seeing that far in advance, Light Seeker. That's all I can... I wish I could be more certain. And I get your anxiety. But I feel this involves quite a number of people. And I see the importance of you and your brother getting together to sort some solution out. Okay, Sylvie. And please, if you are in the queue and you do get thrown to an ad, type in ad. And then I know that you are still there. And I can fill in the ad gap with chit chat, etc. Okay, Sylvie's not there. So, Blue Moss Dragonette, you are next. Okay. I'm getting there. I have piercings. I love it that everybody is supportive of everybody in my streams. It's touching. Oh, you're here for the chit chat between reads. Well, you can join in. I should still... Somebody requested that I keep doing that. I do a reading for people. They do a reading for me. And we see how interconnected we all are during the reading process. But we can try that a bit later. I don't think Sylvie is there. I don't think Blue Moss Dragonette is there. So, Savine. Do I have any tips for tarot? I have piercings. If you're in Australia, I will be running a course later this year for tarot for social media. That's just something if people are in the region. And I don't think Blue Moss Dragonette is showing up as being there, but I don't think... You're in Canada. Okay, tips for tarot. Find somebody you resonate with. I have piercings. Somebody you believe you would like to be like. I know that sounds a bit vain, but someone who resonates with the information they give. Somebody that resonates with you with the information they give. And have them teach you. Because having whether you call them a teacher or a mentor is up to you. I prefer the mentor because I've had students that I would love to do better than myself. And it does happen. Okay. Next is Savine. I think I might put the list up. I told you I was going to get through the queue quick. But just as an example, I have piercings. I can give you an example here. Each card has a meaning that is in... Considering most decks are based on the Rider-Waite, I will use the Rider-Waite as an example. This is... I'll get it so it's more in the camera. This is the Queen of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck. Now, the Queen of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck will have its own meaning according to Rider-Waite. However, there can be images held within a card. I've just picked the card from the bottom of the deck. I haven't done any practice of this. But when I see this card, I see a self-assured person. I also see sunflower. So these are the things that jump out at me. I see a sunflower. I see a cat. I see the lions. And one lion looks like it wants to move. So there's a lot of different symbolism within the card. I always think when I see this card, because there are grapes in the background, there are lions and a desire to move, and a self-assured person. Now, to me, queens are the people I read for, regardless of gender. So I would say if I drew this card for somebody, they love gardening or they love their garden. They're self-assured, but they require some kind of movement within their life. Because at the moment, their self-assuredness is not making them happy. It's in the opposite with the cat there, if you think cat lady. It's actually making them isolated. And hopefully you get my meaning. There is so much more within one card, but you have to work out what your shorthand is. So, Enzo, no, it's Maxilova. You're up next. And then I think I have to boost a sub. Yes, I do have to boost a sub. I told you I'd get through the queue pretty quick. Senpai Cyan, hello. I've temporarily closed the queue, but I seem to be getting through it quick because this queue built up in the first... I'm doing okay. I know, Enzo, the queue is just crazy. But from what I'm seeing at the moment, most people have actually left. Most people. Not everyone. Lady Palace Athena, I've just temporarily closed the queue until I can see what it's like when I get to it. So hang around because it seems like people aren't here. So Enzo, I do believe that puts you next. Hello, Enzo. Thank you for hanging around. Oh, Scorpio Darkness, it's 4:25 a.m. there. Usually I do multiple time zones. I don't have any one particular time zone. Oh, thank you, Enzo. Oh, that's so sweet. It's 2:25 a.m. where you are. I have piercings. It's 7:25 p.m. where I am. So I do start streaming at 2:30. So missed it by 5 minutes. That reminds me of comedians. Too old to mention here, but too old to mention here. Okay. Enzo, I'm feeling... Whoops, I've got to get these out. I'm getting a feeling of inward desertion. As if inside I'm feeling I've been deserted by people. I do too, Scorpio Darkness, but everybody has their own... Everybody has their own little... Let's call it a crutch. I smoke cigarettes, so... Okay, I've started on Enzo's read Maxilova, so I can get to you in a sec. Yeah. Can you understand comments that you're a bit overdressed? Never change, Enzo. I feel that is part of your charm. I dress up when I go out. Shoot me. If it's that bad of a faux pas, not going out in tees and jeans. Yeah, I've had a bad experience with it in real life. Yeah, one of them caused a car accident, broke my spine. Okay. That makes sense, Enzo. Yes, it's the confidence we give ourselves. But I feel like someone has made a comment, someone has mentioned it. And Senpai Cyan, 5-stream watch streak. Woo! Congratulations on the channel points. No, Max the Lover, I'd actually moved on to Enzo because I hadn't got an answer from you. So even though I haven't done the next in the queue, you're going to need to wait. Okay. And if you do get thrown to an ad, don't forget to type in ad. I don't care if my chat box blows up with it. But I feel work can only fill so much of the hole. Thank you, Senpai Cyan. Ah, you're all awesome. You really are. Yeah. I wouldn't worry about what other people say. They're just feeling that they have to keep up with you, Enzo. I feel it builds respect. If you respect yourself to dress well, you respect yourself in other areas as well. There's a bit of heartache I'm picking up on, Enzo. A bit of heartache I'm picking up on. It's like my heart's empty. Yeah, these cards are stiff as well, but you got to remember, everyone, I'm a poker player, so I learned. Yeah, I feel work can only fill you up so much, Enzo. And I feel you have moved on. That's not the heartache I'm picking up. The heartache I'm picking up is competing through a friend. Can you understand that friend also liking this person? I get like a competition here. Okay. I get that you're having to exercise your social muscles. So you're not sure. Yeah, you're exercising your social muscles. I feel there has been some backwards and forwards emails with this first love. I do feel as if looks-wise, they're not all that. Crikey, I'm not all that. But I feel there's also different faiths as well. I feel, That's okay. Greeted her on her birthday. That's fine. That is more than fine, actually. A birthday is a person's only day where they can be demanding themselves. For themselves as well. But remember, it's been a while since you've caught up with them. Most people on their birthday will associate with same gender friends unless they're partnered up. I do get the two of you meeting for a coffee or some such beverage. Yeah, a different face from what you would be considered your type. Yes, everything is beautiful when one has a beautiful heart. Very well said, Senpai Cyan. Very well said. But also, one thing that people don't understand is the most innately beautiful person can look like a real old shoe if their heart is not like they look. Whereas the person that looks like a really old shoe can actually become beautiful and new once you see their heart. So you have to get to know the person first before beauty is revealed. You've been saving up to ask them out for a coffee. Yeah, I at least get the coffee or lunch together. And Enzo, you've waited so long. Don't forget to dress up for this person. I feel they will appreciate it. And you feel more powerful when you have dressed up. And I feel this person is actually... The only way I know how to say it Enzo arrived in a Ferrari. Yeah. I believe it. But the only way I know how to... The person, your first love, is impressed by job titles. Now, I know that is superficial, but we all have a superficial thing that starts us off. There you go. And I want to say impressed by inner stuff. Music fantastic. I've had to temporarily close the queue until I catch up. Who is the daughter of a lawyer. There you go. I do feel there will be a positive answer. But I want to say focus on this person's achievements since you last saw them. I feel they are in a toxic situation. They've come out of toxicity. Or a lack of understanding. That might be a better way of saying it, Karen. You don't know the other person from... Yeah. And it's taken at least 4 years to build back up. So even though you want to share your journey as well, make sure that you do ask questions of accomplishments. Yeah, I feel the last 4 years have been building up. I feel there was a hermit-like existence until 4 years ago. Oh, thank you, Senpai Cyan. There you go. I feel overcome your inner fears, because Enzo, I'm picking up that you feel you're not enough. I want to say you are enough. If you listen, this person will meet you equally. And I need to say, when you meet up for coffee, make sure you go somewhere that serves oat milk, almond milk, or something like that. Because I feel this person doesn't like lactose. Guidance, welcome in. Okay, which oracle would you like, Enzo? I have energy and spirit, law of positivism, sign of the times. You've been watching you've been lurking, guidance, sign of the times, vintage wisdom. Oops, I'm blocking it now. Too many oracles, that's what it is. Vintage wisdom, or the magic of unicorns. Sign of the times. Oh, it's popular again. Sign is popular again. It's calling out to you. Oh, checking the tarot around this hour. Yeah, I have piercings. I like the vintage one too, but sign of the times is popular. If I ever took it off, I think I would have a mass exodus from my streams. I've got to pop in and get a reading off your guidance. That's for sure. Yeah, people would riot, Enzo. You're right about that one. People would riot. Okay. Okay, dokie. Okay, I feel like you might get something that's like recycle. Don't ask me why. I have no idea yet. Until it pops out, I won't know. Okie dokie. There we go. Flamingo. Let's see. Fun. Well, that coincides nicely with the read, Enzo. It's like, I feel you have a common ground with your first love. There is a commonality, a common enjoyment. Ah. Well, guidance, I'm just going to have to come in and check and see. I am feeling like whatever her father's told you has been weighing on you. I feel like there may have been some assault in the past, and it's like, you treat my daughter right. Okay, I'll open up a whisper for us, Enzo, because I don't keep whispers open, believe it or not. I don't have the time. So it'll just say hi, and then you'll know. I feel like it's... Oh, go away. No, thanks. Everything's wanting to sync, and it's like, nah, not that. There you go. I've opened up a whisper. We can talk about it later. Depends on what time I finish. I might not even read my whispers. Let's see. Flamingo 2. When the flamingo appears, it's time to get excited. You don't have to live in a tropical climate to see this powerful symbol, as they show up often in front yards as decor. The vibrant colours and quirky appearance of a flamingo can't help but draw attention and curiosity. Let your guard down and incorporate more fun activities into your routine. This card can indicate an underlying feeling of excitement for things to come, but there could be a need to embrace a sense of not quite knowing what it is yet. Expect the best. You may intuitively feel like there is a reason to celebrate, or feel you are anxiously awaiting good news. Amazing things are here or on the horizon, and there is no shame in embracing it. Exciting new experiences and opportunities could present themselves to you. You're being admired and potentially attracting partnerships you've been waiting for. Anticipate fun and exciting times. Exciting partnerships ahead, vacation plans. People are attracted to you. And I do feel as if the father thing is more to do with treat her right. Because I keep hearing the George Thorogood treat her right in my head. If you want a little loving, you got to start real slow. And yes, most of you would probably know George Thorogood as one bourbon, one scotch, one beer. No, treat her right's the one I know. Okay. I do feel as if there is a tenderness needed. Like ruffling the flamingo's feathers. Yeah, packaged in a calm demeanour. I do feel as if there is a police or fire brigade association within that family. Law enforcement, or I do know you said the daughter was a lawyer, but lawyers. Okay. One of them is lower. I want to say clerk. If it's not a policeman, it's a clerk, law clerk. And there's nothing wrong with positions. Daughter is doctor. Okay. I feel as if there's great potential there. But there's also a lot of, I want to say, Enzo, and this is going to sound horrible. You think you were hurt by your past situation? I feel as if your first love was physically harmed. That's the feeling I'm getting. Your first love in their relationship was physically harmed. And yes, I can see that. You've typed, you need to test. There you go, Maxa Lover. Yeah. I feel it was quite violent, Enzo. And yes, feel free to discuss in Whisper. I've opened one up for you, so go for it, Enzo. As I said, I may not get to it tonight because today's just been full on. Anyway, Maxa Lover, that would make you next. Oh, thank you, Enzo, and thank you for your ongoing support. Okay. I do have to boost subs. So Jing and Charlie will be boosted. Incognito Techno gifted 75 biddies. So that will draw extra cards. Oh, thank you, Enzo. Enzo's sending loving energy to everyone, and there is not one thank you popping up. What's wrong with you peoples? There you go. Thank you, Taco. Thank you, Maxa Lover. Thank you, I Have Piercings. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Lady Palace Athena, who's laughing at my Scorpio outage. I outed myself as a Scorpio. I just outed myself as a Scorpio. How does A feel about you? For context, you're not asking with romance themes implied. Okay. I feel, Maxa Lover, I feel there's been competition with you and the A person. And I want to say there's only been 3 days since the incident that brought this about. And let me know if you get thrown to an ad. I'm not really Scorpio mean. It was a month ago. Okay, I can live with that. If you do get thrown to an ad, please let me know. Okay. I feel you need to give this person time. Maxa Lover, if you can understand that. I do feel it was a miscommunication that just kept growing with excuses or reasons. I feel it kept getting worse by both offering reasons. You're a different kind of energy today, Senpai Cyan. So am I. So am I. Now, Maxilova, if you can understand, the situation got worse with each person needing to be understood. Just a yes or a no. I'm tuning into your energy first. I know this is your first time in my stream. So just a yes or a no. Okay. My guides now know you understand. My guides now know that it's okay to... I do feel a little bit more time needs to be given to the situation, because otherwise it'll just start with reasons again. Okay, here we go. I feel you may be both the same birth month. You're both passionate people anyway. Okay. There you go. August, September, I would say somebody is mid-August, somebody's early September. But that'll do me, Maxilova. I do feel with time you will see their perspective, but you need to express that you see it as their perspective. I feel like someone's into science. Either you or this other, you or A is into science. So putting it in discussion in a science time frame or a science frame of talking. Can you understand? I'm not calling you out on this, by the way, Maxilova, because I can be like this at times. Sometimes I like things in a very specific order, and I feel you do too. Whereas the person you mentioned is more relaxed, is more go with the flow. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we have Crisis, or the Tower as it is in this deck. And I do feel allow 16 more days to pass before making contact. Now, to put that in perspective, if it happened a month ago, 16 days is only another fortnight. And 2 days. But I know what a fortnight is. I can almost hear you all correcting me. Because I do feel like it's either yourself or the other person that has delved into work to avoid thinking about this. Okay, I need to have a look at this. Okay, Ace of Roses. Because I do feel a supportive approach will have a positive outcome. And I know you said that there's no romantic feeling here, but I am getting a trust feeling. It's indecisive at the moment. That's why I said wait 16 days. I feel it's not... It's going... When I say it this way, it's going to sound horrible. I feel it's a non-issue at the moment for the other person. I feel it's because they're not ready to think about it. Allow another 16 days. Then address it and then let them know that you see it from their perspective. Because I do see it as being mendable. And try to stop obsessing about it. Just mark it in your calendar, your diary, whatever, for 16 days' time to make a phone call. I thought it was time we spoke about what happened. I can see your perspective. Whenever there's a falling out, there's a mending process. But I feel the closeness and it being worth it. So, Max the Lover, hopefully that resonates with you. Okay. Oh, thank you. I have piercings. You are next. Okay, we're getting there. I do have 2 subs that I should be boosting, so I just try and balance it with knowing how long people have waited. Can you understand having a difference of opinion with someone in the last week? Oh, that's okay. The subs are next, so I'm happy with that. Okay. I feel like you lost sleep over it and you're not sure if the other person did or not. You're not sure if they care. They care. Okay. I feel I'm picking up the feeling of being told what to do, not advised. Yeah, I'm just giving more info. I'm getting a feeling of being told what to do, not of being advised. In other words, someone who's bossing you around. Okay. You want to walk away from this person is what I'm picking up. Yeah. There you go. There's something holding you to this person though. I feel they're quite secure in themselves. They're quite secure housing, job. They're confident, but confidence doesn't mean love. To me, confidence is a player. And you're wanting to know if you walk away from this, when it comes to this reading. If your mum fits, then I can relate to it. But you're standing up to your mum. If that's the case, you're standing up to your mum. I felt it was more romantic. Yeah, I have to go with the romantic here. I have piercings. Then I feel you're needing to stand up to your romantic partner too. I feel your mum is trying to direct you or allow you to see. Okay. Can you understand your mum trying to get you to see something about yourself? I feel you're standing up to your mum, but I feel your mum has your best interests at heart. Your mum is offering you several different choices. And I do feel it is within your approach to relationships. You're not sure. Can you understand mum giving you relationship advice? You to her. Okay. I feel your mum is ignoring that. See, when you do reads and it's two people based, it can go one way or the other. It's like flipping a coin. Yeah. Can you understand your mum saying to you, you have no idea how hard life is? Okay. Can you understand your mum being brought up as a religious person? Your mum was raised in a religion. There you go, Jing. I didn't delete you from the queue. I know you haven't been there, but I didn't delete you. A bit of Christianity. Okay. I feel that the person that's back in life is totally the opposite to the Christian values. In other words, not giving, more I take. Very touchy-feely, not distant. Isolates mum. Those type of qualities. Okay, I would stop psychoanalyzing anyone, because avoidant personality style is a disorder of its own, and I feel the professionals are the ones to do the diagnosing. So if you can relate to those qualities within that person, I do feel that person has a hidden agenda and has a knack of putting mum down. Okay, Love Oracle, is this for yourself or mum? For you. Okay, it is only 2 cards. I have piercings, and it's usually done at the start of the read. So I feel somebody is offering you a chance to get to know them, but you're like, ew, no. When I really feel this person may be good for you. There you go. I feel the person may actually be good for you. Well, have a look. I split the deck. Would this person be aspiring to be in the fire brigade, be in fire prevention? I feel the red flag is that they like music. I feel the red flag has to do with individuality rather than red flags. But that's up to you. There's your red flag. Mask. I'm going to shuffle again. Would you understand if this person is an ex, your ex, that you have actually tried to give it a go? Just a yes or a no here, till I draw the cards. I feel like there's no social media, or they're anti-social media. I need to go to the old ex that came back yesterday. They're anti-social media. Yeah. Okay. The toxicity you're talking about and the no, you're feeling like it's a booty call. Do they still call them booty calls? Hookup might be a better word. You're feeling as if they're only coming around for a hookup. Booty calls were an old-fashioned term for hookup. Okay? In all truth, in all honesty, they want the truth from you. And I want to go to the most recent ex. They're coming back a bit reserved, but they're not wanting to go back into old habits with you. So your old ex wants to start fresh and start with no BS. Yeah, the old ex. That's what I'm getting. Give this person a chance to do right. I feel they've come back into your life. Yeah, they've come back into your life to do right by you. If you still need healing, heal. It doesn't mean you can't have a friendship. But I feel the older ex wants to do right. They've gone out into the world and now realize how special you are. So there you go. I have piercings. That's what I have for you. And wow, look at the bottom of this deck. The 9 of Cups. A full heart. And I like the 9 of Cups better than the 10. There's no pressure with the 9 of Cups. There's just joy. So give your old ex a chance to do right. And I want to say they will surprise you. They're willing to wait. And you know this. You know it. Sorry, but you do. You know it. Okay, Jing. Okay. I'm glad you were able to get something for lunch, Jing, and hopefully you're feeling a little bit better now. Okay. You always ask for a love reading, Jing. I'd be surprised if it was something different. You feel tired and sleepy. No wonder if you're... Jing, are you driving? Are you driving? No. Good. Inside the bus. That's okay, as long as no one else can hear me, I'm fine. Okay. I'm going to lay the first row out, Jing, because I do feel like you may be a little bit isolating yourself, and I know you've had a recent loss. I know you've had a recent loss, but you may be isolating yourself a little bit. Try not to be too stubborn. Try not to want things your way. There's a success coming. Okay. I feel you and your husband have reconnected. Just a yes or a no, Jing? You and your husband have reconnected. Jing, you know me. If I get it, I give it. I didn't get what kind of success. Not husband is my lover. I don't understand that in English. Not husband. Unless you mean not husband, lover. There's a reconnection anyway. Okay, different person. You're worried that someone is going to find out. The moon came up. A fear that someone's going to find out. And I feel it's someone at work. If you wanna be my friendship never ends. Nothing to do with work. I feel it may have something to do with you. I know you've had a recent loss. I feel that the division of assets hasn't happened yet. The song resonates. Okay. Okay. There's a law involvement coming up. A legal matter. And I don't know whether your recent loss, there has been division of assets or not. No. Okay. You don't think so? Investigate in your own time, Jing. I feel as if somebody is starting to show their true colours. It's taken time. I want to say 4 months. 4 weeks, 4 months. It's been emotionally draining on you. And I'm feeling, is it the year of the pig this year or the year of the ox? I've forgotten the lunar years. I used to be able to rattle them off. Okay, you don't want your husband finding out about this. It's year of the dragon. Thank you. Who's year of the ox or year of the pig? I can show you right in that top corner. I can't tell whether it's an ox or a pig. So someone you're dealing with is an ox or a pig. And I feel that you do not want your husband finding out. Your lover is an ox. Then I want to say you do not want your husband finding out because there could be difficulties. Yeah. You feel like you've overcome those difficulties before. You can do it again. Don't fall into that trap. Because there's big heartache, Jing. If your husband finds out, there is big heartache. Okay. I feel like your lover wants to marry you. And that wasn't the agreement. Yeah. Yeah. Your lover wants to marry you, but that was not the agreement. Just be careful that your lover does not tell your husband. Yes, but when you say no to somebody, it can get nasty quick, Jing. Make sure your lover does not tell your husband. And I know different cultures have different values on certain things. But I do feel you're emotionally torn. It's taken a lot of you emotionally. Your lover has asked you to marry him. Of course your lover loves you. This is where English to non-English can be difficult. There's some things that are obvious when they're said in English. Jing, your lover is not going to rescue you, and it is not going to provide you the same security that your husband does. You have to make the decision. Your lover has already asked you. You've said that. It's you that hasn't been willing to let go. It's like cause and effect. With every decision we have, there is a consequence. For every right we have, there is a responsibility. It's yin and yang. There is you have to make that decision yourself, Jing. A tarot read will not make it for you. And I feel that your life will be different if you do marry your lover. I feel family will get worse, yes. I feel family will go away. I feel you may lose access to your child. And I do get a bit of name calling. Only you can understand what that would be, Jing. But only you can make this decision based on your knowledge of the situation. Okay, that was a freaked out reading. And your lover's an ox. So I knew it was an ox. Ox or a pig. So I understand that, Jing, but you have to make this decision. I'm not doing a lunar astrological reading. I just picked up that there was an ox person involved. You have to make this decision on your own, Jing. You know all the complex things going on, or complicated things going on. Lady Pallas Athena, only Jing knows all the little bits going on the outside. Yes, he is an ox. I picked it up, but what did I tell you, Jing? You had to be careful that the ox did not tell your husband. So that's what I have for you, Jing, and I am going to have to take a 5-minute break, everybody. Bear with me. As I said, Jing, be careful. You may be convinced never, but an ox is stubborn. So I'm going to have to take a 5-minute break.